Hi there, beautiful Pisces. Welcome. I'm so glad that you've decided to join me. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your angel reading for July 26th through August 1st. And so just before I started the video, then I invited all your guardian angels to come and join me and to give me the messages that they have been trying to get to you. So they're telling me that a lot of you have actually been receiving the messages, and that's wonderful. They like that. But you've been not trusting it, maybe. Or, for some of you, it's just confirmation, and you did trust it, and you did know. Others have been missing the signs completely, and so they are taking this opportunity to bring all this information to you. And so they're, your guardian angels, their whole job is to look after you. So they will take whatever avenue they can possibly see or recognize to bring your messages to you. So this is just one form of them. So this is a general reading because it is all the Pisces guardian angels all gathered together as a group to give the messages, right? And so some of this may only resonate with you a little bit, and some of it may resonate a lot. So we'll see how this goes. I'd appreciate if you leave me a comment to let me know how it goes for you, whether this is for you or not. Okay, one more. Angels. And so, oops, that one. Okay, there we go. Okay, wow, you got a lot going on here. So Pisces, this really feels like you've been feeling a little bit like a fish out of water. Like it feels like you are growing so fast spiritually that you hardly recognize your own self. They're saying that yes, truly this is you. And yes, truly you can say this to the world. You can shout this from the rooftops. It's time. It's like this knowledge is just coming to you so fast, and it's like a full on download, right? And suddenly you know all this stuff that you never used to know, and you know what's true, and you know what's real, and it's this amazing feeling. And they're showing me that those of you who are hesitant to say that to anybody else, say it, because chances are the rest of the world, in like the world itself is growing very fast right now. And so there are people who would have completely ridiculed or not been receptive or whatever just 2 months ago are now coming to recognize the real truth of everything. And so they will be receptive to what you're saying. At the very least, they may not take it on, but at the very least, they will just turn away from you when you're saying that. There's no danger to you at all. So like this whole thing, writing things down. So what is it that you are experiencing? Keep a journal about this, because this is amazing stuff. All day, every day, things are changing in your life, and it's like suddenly you are being given permission to completely set yourself free. All these things that you've maybe refused to see for your whole life, it feels like. Write those things down, whether it's a journal or whether it's going to become a book or whether it's notes to your significant other, or no matter what it is, write it down, because you'll tend to forget. After a while, you'll forget this moment when you learned this thing. So write it down so that you always remember. It's okay to be different. The world needs different right now. Pretty soon, you will not be the different one, because more and more people are experiencing this all the time. This feels like so amazingly significant for you. I just can hardly talk fast enough, That's what this whole energy is like finally you get to step out. Finally, you get to be recognized. Finally, this is you, and it's your true self, and who cares what anybody else thinks? Because honestly, they're all coming around to your new realizations. Everybody's getting there. Everybody is making progress towards getting there. A lot of them are not yet willing to acknowledge it, and so they're keeping themselves stuck maybe in the old energy, and so they might even be a little insulting and things like that. But truly, that does not have the power to harm you, right? Freedom. This is all leading to freedom, and not only your own, but certainly your own. And oh, take a deep breath. Like, what does that feel like? This is so amazing. Like, oh, I can hardly believe this. This feels like your first vacation in 20 years, and you hardly know what to do with it. And it's so exciting, and it's so big, and it's so pure, and it's so shiny, and it feels so amazing that you just can hardly get enough of it in you, you know? Be aware that this is not a vacation that ends. This is the rest of your life. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Like, holy cow. Definitely yes. What's your question? Definitely yes. That's the answer. End of sentence. Honestly, they're like, okay, that was short and sweet and to the point. Definitely yes. So they're not giving me any indication of what your question is. It feels like there's just question after question across the board. Most having to do with your own blossoming and your own awakening, for lack of a better term, because we use that too much, right? But it is what it is, and it is what it feels like. So I guess we should use it as that. It's just it's been kind of overused. But yes, you're on the right track. Yes, your new perspective is accurate. Yes, those sparkles are real sparkles that you can see in the air in front of you. Yes, you can see the connections between all the people and all the living things. Yes, this spreads globally. Yes, this is the best thing that has ever happened to our earth, our planet, our people. Yes, this is exactly how it's supposed to go. Crazy, crazy. So however it is, so they talked about writing already. But perhaps for you, it's a different type of artistic expression, or another type. Perhaps you also write as well as, some other type. Maybe you paint, maybe you sculpt, maybe you use clay, whatever it is. Keep doing it, because that is helping bring the whole world along with you. Okay, so they say, clarify that. This is not trying to coerce anybody into thinking the way you do. Not at all. This is you being your own true, authentic self and spreading the word that you now know is true in life, like in spiritual vibration, right? And this is you saying what you think when you think it, because it will uplift everything. Right? It will raise everything, all the vibration of everything. The artistic expression that you feel most comfortable with, or that you want to try the most, right? Is also going to do that, because someone at some point, unknown to you, is going to see that and go, oh my gosh, that really resonates. And so in that way, you are influencing the whole world. And when you speak your truth and show your truth and create your art and your own authentic self, that is what develops the world. That's what brings all of us new knowledge. That's what makes the consciousness of mankind in general, so that we're all more on the same page. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Thank you. You are amazing. You are amazing. In all those ways, you are a healer. Whether you're trying to be or not, you are a healer. You are affecting people in ways that you don't even know. And it's good. It's good. This is an amazing effect. You do have a lot of power. And so I'm seeing some of you allowing ego to get the better of you. And so it feels really joyful still, but it feels like it feels like you're trying then to control things. And that's totally an ego-driven perspective. So if you can stay simply in your own perspective and be willing to share your own point of view when asked, when appropriate, right? So you're not going to just blab all the time everywhere you go. But when it's appropriate and when it's somebody who is receptive, I guess, you don't even need to know that. You're like, it's going to come about naturally, right? But when you are sharing your true self and your knowledge and everything that you know, everything that's embedded within you, then you are assisting other people to heal. You're also healing yourself, of course, because you can never take anybody else further than what you've gone yourself, right? So you have to do your own healing, and that's kind of the key, honestly, to a lot of it. But this is so amazing. Like, I want to get to know you. This is awesome. Okay, so let's see. What's one last card that the angels want to bring forward? Life purpose. Yeah, all of this that we've been talking about, this is your life purpose. This is to be a spiritual leader. This is to understand that the world needs people like you to bring all of us and our collective consciousness, to bring us further forward, to lead us, to help us all along the way so that we can get past the situations that occur. So of course we're thinking, many people then that brought about our current world situation. And yeah, they're talking about that, but it's more. It's that one plus any other that could possibly come. It's understanding after the fact stuff that we've already experienced as humanity, things that we maybe didn't deal with very well back then when it happened. But now we have the opportunity to understand, and that leads us going forward. And so it is your life purpose to be one of the leaders. Amazing, amazing. Okay, let's do that. Pisces, let's do that. Let's lead the world spiritual. Let's lift everybody up. Let's promote the understanding and the compassion and the love and everything else that's good and positive and that helps us all. Oh, holy moly. Thank you so much, Pisces. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you next week.